As a California Campus Compact Community Engagement Student Fellow, I worked at Episcopal Community Services, developing and implementing English as a Second Language classes with the clients of ECS. These classes ended up being one-on-one sessions with a total of 9 immigrant women. These women lived in one of ECS permanent housing complex for low income and people previously living in homelessness. I taught the students by engaging with them and asking for their feedback, whether the exercises were helpful or if they wanted to try something else. The majority of the students decided they wanted to work on pronunciation, so we did exercises such as learning phonics, matching the sound to the letter, and practicing reading out loud. I learned that when I am placed in a difficult situation, it is best to be transparent. I let the students know that I was no expert or certified teacher in teaching English, but that I was willing to help them as best I could. By the end of the semester, I ended up learning a new skill and creating lesson plans and finding good materials so that these sessions can continue. As I was having these one-on-one sessions, I asked the students if they had attended other ESL classes, and if they had, why they hadn't continued with them. They told me that the teachers they had would go to class, deliver the lessons, and leave. There was no time for questions or clarification. This greatly discouraged the students from continuing those classes. They liked that I was creative in how I taught and related the content to their lives and adapted to their learning styles. I realized how important and underappreciated teachers are. Furthermore, I thought about how important the community is in receiving immigrants. Many native English speakers can complain so much about immigrants not learning English, but they don't realize how hard it is and what limited resources exist. I was able to impact a small number of individuals, provide a very important service to them, which in turn helps them to better interact with the community around them. We live in a heterogeneous nation where many of us trace our roots to other countries. I think it is important to remember that and think about how we treat recent immigrants. The experience I've had through my fellowship fuels my conviction for immigrant rights and to continue advocating for their fair treatment. Coming from an immigrant family, I saw the struggles firsthand of how hard it is to try to establish yourself in a new country and how hard you must work. The people that I work with had jobs and families and still managed to attend classes with me. By working through this fellowship, I was able to be the facilitator that helped in the transition. I was able to be the resource that these individuals turned to. Now that I have graduated from the University of San Francisco, I want to continue being this resource on a larger scale. I want to work in advocacy and research on immigration policy at the state and national level. And because of my experience in the California Campus Compact Community Engagement Student Fellowship Program, I know I am capable of affecting the lives of individuals and making a lasting change. I help my students learn English. I help them communicate in a new language and help their voices be understood. This is a change that will last a lifetime.